Hey everybody, it's Colette Baron-Reid. Welcome to the Astro Oracle reading for the month of June. I'm going to go through all 12 of the zodiac signs, and I'm going to go through all the energies that you're going to be experiencing and navigating through this month. So don't forget to watch yesterday's video, which was the general energy report for the month. And now these are the specific ones, and you're going to kind of see how you gel together with what I said yesterday. Okay, here we go. So this is for Aries. This is for June for Aries. Oh, this is good. So don't catastrophize, Aries. Think positively this month. June is going to be some challenges to you. You're going to feel a bit powerless. You know, other people make decisions that impact you in a way you were not ready for. So you got to remember that when the fork in the road card is there, it means that you have to make decisions. I'm not that too concerned about you because you seem to manage quite well when you've got a challenge in front of you and you have to move around it. It's just really important to keep your head straight this month and have some fun, right? This is not, you know, when stuff changes that you weren't planning, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It means that you get a chance to pivot, and that's using your imagination for the good of all. Like, oh, I could use this imagination to pivot, not like, oh my God, that thing happened and I don't like it. It's like, oh my God, that thing happened. I didn't like it, but you know what? I wonder, given that the fates came and said, I don't have a choice, how I might use this to my advantage. That's the way that an Aries needs to think for the month of June. Alrighty, now let's take a look at Taurus. Okay, so Taurus is our earth sign. We went from fire to earth. Taurus is the orphaned card, getting back to your spiritual home. New life is in protection. So it's okay for you to say, I don't know, and geez, I may not feel ready. I think that's just really important because poised is also in protection for you, Taurus. And you're a little slower this month. And even though the need to have fun and the need to express oneself during this month is there, you're also still feeling a bit of that, oh, this is happening too fast. I wasn't ready. I feel disconnected. I'm going to get reconnected. I'm going to get myself back. I'm going to say I don't know so I can learn something different. And it's okay not to be ready. You can say, you know what, I'm going to slow things down a little bit for my pace. So it's a difference between the need to slow down and the need to resist. Very different. It's like it's okay for you to slow down a little bit this month, Taurus, to get your bearings and to get a sense of grounding. There may be a bit of sadness for you this month as well, too, that you have to clear off your plate. But don't worry. It's like just keep asking myself, where is my home? Home is with spirit. Home is with the universe. And who are my friends? That's the other question, right? Because this is also a month of socializing. So could be that you end up with new friends or reconnecting to friends where you feel like you've been distant from and you miss. Now let's take a look at Gemini. So Gemini is here, serendipity. Well, it's your month, right, Gemini? So, oopsie, this card was upside down. So we are, yeah, great. So Gemini, you want to build things from a foundation this month of clarity. There's a lot of luck here for you. The serendipitous card is always about recognizing the potentials that are here for you, that are presenting to you from the universe. Like these are things that come out of the blue. It's like, wow, this is awesome. But remember, all that glitters is not gold. So this card is in the protection position, which means if it's too good to be true, it's for sure 100% too good to be true. And you got to watch that. Choose something a little more boring. All right, so the building blocks card is this is much more of a Taurus card that, you know, like, pick what you know in your gut and your heart feels more solid as opposed to chasing the sparkly stuff because you'll be disappointed otherwise, right? Okay, so let's see Cancers now. Cancerians. All right, Cancer in the month of June. So we know that we enter Cancer at the end of June at the solstice. But let's just see what the overarching theme for Cancerians this month is. Same kind of for you. You know, you've got soulmates in protection, new life in protection, and the fork in the road. So this is about the need to reach out to the people that you love. It could also be a moving on from a relationship that you felt was really important, or a kind of a distancing, but that it was essential to do that in order for both of you to grow. That could be something that really comes up for you in June, the recognition of that, which is a really beautiful thing. And also kind of coming to a place of asking yourself, like, what do I want my life to look like? And that's a really big question for Cancers in the month of June. Who are the people that I want to surround myself with? This could be a real sense of needing a new social group for Cancerians, which isn't typical because Cancers like to have the same friends. But this is much more about, I just feel like I need new people in my life. I need to experience myself anew. So decisions to be made around how connected, how close or not close that you want to be with other people are going to be important to Cancers in order to self-nurture. Really important for your self-care that you take a look at your relationships this month, Cancers. All right. Now let's look at Leo. Now, these cards, by the way, all these signs, you'll be reading your sun sign and then followed by your ascendant and then followed by your moon. So if you're a triple Scorpio, you only read Scorpio. If you're a double, a Leo with an Aquarius moon, you only read those two. And if you're different signs, 3, you just read all 3. So you could have 9 cards, you could have 6 cards, you could have just 3 cards. So let's find out what Leo has. Leo is very peaceful. And very happy. Now look at that. New life is back, only in the upright position. Ready for new life and feeling good. So Leos, you recognize how you have passed a pattern. How do you like them apples? You have seen, wow, I am not who I was. This is a really important moment, like a special moment in time for you to recognize how far you've come. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful opportunity to see that you've learned a lot of lessons and that you're actually over the other side of them. That's for Leos for the month of June. Nice peace here. And actually ask, what would peace do? Would peace get into an argument? Absolutely not. They would not. Or is it the only way for you to have inner peace to make statements, etc.? But this is really saying that you've learned like that kind of doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. You're walking around the hole now. This is very, very clear. You have done this pattern and you're on to new things. Excellent. It's very, very good for Leos. Now let's take a look at Virgo. How is Virgo? Very nice. And Virgo is definitely the justice. Virgo rules justice. Justice is for you a sense of beautiful inner balance, a guard against rigidity, though. So it's saying, it's like balance doesn't mean holding them exactly the same all the time. You need flexibility. So for Virgos, don't look for perfection at all in the month of June. Like, fire your inner perfectionist. You're building something new and you kind of need to, again, that sort of that pivot or that resilience or that sense of like, if I want to bring things back into balance, well, how would I need to change, or what would need to change, or could I kind of make up a new pattern or a system or something that works better? It's actually quite innovative for Virgos of the month of June. Nice building blocks too. You're an earth sign, so we like that. So it's actually quite positive for the Virgo personality. Either the sun, the moon, or your ascendant. Okay, so here we go. Now this is Libra. No place like home. Come to the edge. And not for you. Beautiful. So same thing, Libra. This June, you are recognizing the old behaviors, the risky behaviors that you would take in order to feel safe in your skin, which is people pleasing. You have recognized that is absolutely not for you. You are not engaging whatsoever. And you too, similar to the Leo, you've actually seen how far you've come as well in this kind of old behaviors. It's not... you're not willing to take that risk anymore. If anything, you're willing to stay at home in your own skin. You're saying, you know what? I don't need this. I don't need this in my life. I know how to say no. I'm not engaging. This isn't mine to own. I don't need to fix anybody else. I can stay focused on myself, my home, my small circle, and my integrity and my sense of fairness, as well as my sense of beauty, like that's the other thing. So for Libra, you're really weighing whether it's worth it to take a risk or not. But it does say here, it won't be. It will not. If you think, oh, should I risk this? The answer will be absolutely not. No. That's a no for you. Okay. Now let's take a look at Scorpio. Scorpio. What's going on for you? More forgiveness. Yeah. Ooh, definitely. This is kind of like forgiving yourself for overthinking things. There's definitely a need to lighten up this June for Scorpios and to realize that your best thinking could have gotten you into a bit of trouble. But it's okay because you can forgive yourself and others and move on in order to reclaim your joy, in order for you to get out of analysis paralysis too. I think this is this card of radical forgiveness and radical acceptance rather than trying to figure out what went on and what's going on and what can you do, et cetera. Instead, it's just like, oh, I just see this things as they are. It's like really looking at certain things at face value and saying, okay, fine, I've got no influence there, but I can let go. I can release my attachments. I can stay open to see what Spirit has in store for me and grieve what didn't work. I think that's also you kind of assessing what didn't work during the year previous or this up until now, and then really celebrating what could come in a more playful state of mind after the fact. And let's look at Sagittarius. Not for you in protection. Ooh, that's a good one. Actually, let's go like this. That's always a center card. Wow, Sagittarius, you are definitely going to be asked to be very honest with yourself because do not chase anything. This is really about not chasing money, not chasing outcomes, not making, this is like don't gamble. This is for sure. The work here is to do very, very mundane and very, what could I say, chop wood, carry water things. There is no grandiose choices that you're going to make that's actually going to work out. So this is a real warning for Sagittarians as well as people with Sagittarius rising, my husband, or moon in Sag as well too. So it's about really, really telling yourself the truth and not chasing after anything that's sparkly. Okay, nothing sparkly. Ooh, sparkle, squirrel. Oh, yes, that looked good. No. Whatever's boring is what you want to stick to. This is just for this month, Sag, because you will think you know what's true and it will be actually not. That's an interesting, I'm dying to find out what that is. A lot of Sag friends, too. Coming out of denial is what that's in. And it's not a trip up a river. Okay, so now let's take a look at Capricorn. So Capricorn is in a little bit of a rocky scenario. Ooh, yes, most for sure. So June is not your best month, but that said, a lot of Capricorns will have a fantastic month. So I'm not saying it's going to be a crappy month. It's just asking you not to overwork. Okay, it's a big one here. Time for a nap. When you need to rest, you have to, because you have to the sea in protection, which is all about basically Spirit saying to you, your boat's not going to capsize, but you also have chaos and conflict around you. So don't get into it with people. Just your opinions, keep them to yourself. Like this, rein it in. And maybe somebody pisses you off or something, or you wanted something and it's not working and you're trying to force it to work. And just don't do that. Just don't do that. Enjoy the flow. Get into the flow of things and make sure you get enough rest. So also rest your opinions for a minute. Just say, you know what, I may not know what this really is. I might be making assumptions here. I might make it mean something that's actually not true. So staying in that eye of the hurricane, allowing your boat to just rest and go at its pace that's slow, etc. So June is a month you have to be careful when it comes to what you jump into and what you end up stuck with. Okay, so make sure nap. Rest. Self-care. Let's see what's happening for Aquarius in Gemini month in June. So Aquarius, time to go in the protection position, milk and honey, and come to the edge. Okay, so for Aquarius, the month of June is reassessing what you have to leave. This is about almost like staying too long at the party, and recognizing that it is time to go, but it's also staying at the party in your old thoughts. So because these cards are 3 cards are in protection, it's about what you make things mean, how you've lost your fun, and the storyline that you've been attached to that creates a need for you to feel that you can't get what you want. Okay, that's the other piece in here. So this is not a month to take a lot of risks. This is a month to reassess your direction and get back your sense of play. And remember that letting go is really essential for growth. It doesn't have to make something bad or wrong. It just needs to ask you to let go your attachments, both to old stories, environments, people. It's a sense of, I need to move on, and I need to do this with love, and also knowing what risks I take when I step into the world. And it's saying not do things a little bit more conservatively right now, just for June. And you'll be really happy that you did. Okay, like buy the book kind of thing. Now let's look at Pisces. Pisces. Here we go. Pisces, a change in the wind and protection, serendipity, and loyal heart. Okay, so this is you. Oh my God, there's a change and I don't like it. That's the center card because it's upside down. As well, it's like, oh, I didn't cause this. I didn't want this to happen. And like, wait a sec, this is a pivot I didn't ask for, but it's excellent. It's really good for you. Why? Because serendipity is beside it and loyal heart is beside it. So if something changes and you're forced to make a detour, it's because it's supposed to bring you to the thing you actually want. So don't think you have the map. Like you've drawn a map for yourself and go, this is the way it's going to go. And it gives you a detour. Your detour is going to get you exactly what you want. So just let go and allow the change to occur in your life, and recognize that Spirit has a plan, and it's not always the same as yours, but it's one that you'll be way happier with in the end anyway. So why not let go, right? Why not? Ooh, and I have a message for everybody that I forgot to read at the beginning of this. Oracle Palooza Virtual is back, bigger, better, and more inspiring than ever. Yes, and I bet you if you went last year, you know you want to come again this year. We had so many people from 53 countries. It was awesome, and by popular demand, we're keeping on doing it once a year. This time, it's September 16th, 17th, and 18th. So mark your calendars so you can be there too to experience the magic. So I want you to join me and thousands of heart-centered spiritual seekers from all over the world for a transformational experience. One of a kind woo-woo event that's just fabulosity. I'm telling you, sparklies and everything. So just go to ColetteBaron-Reid.com/OPV. You get presents and all kinds of stuff. Or click the link to join the wait list to be the first to find out when tickets go on sale. You don't want to miss this. You just do not, okay? It's like so awesome. Okay. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I know you want to subscribe. It would be awesome. Like the video and also leave us a comment. We love to read your comments, and we'll see you next time. Take care.